Sì, fino all'ore estreme, come tu accompagnavrai, per ricombrarci insieme, perché la terra sai, ti
It was my mother who pretty much discovered that I was trying to sing. Within a few months, I was already singing, and they say my big showpiece at a year and a half was Walking in the Winter Wonderland.
Are you listening? In the lane, snow is glistening. A beautiful sight. We're happy tonight, walking in the winter wonderland.
Many times on the television they'll be giving the weather report, and they will say, and the coldest spot in the nation tonight is Bradford, Pennsylvania. And this is 5 years old in the snow of Bradford. It was a very bustling little town. I would say that the whole Protestant American work ethic is definitely there in the background. But I think I owe an awful lot of that to my mother, because my mother was what we call a workaholic, and I got that syndrome from her. I'm about a year and a half old here with my sister, and these beads that I'm wearing, my mother told me that they were wooden beads that I wouldn't part with. I had to wear them at all times. So the prima donna was already rearing her head. And at 3 or 4, I'm not quite sure which, I sang for this Democratic picnic and rallying support for FDR. By then I was singing in church. And from that time on, I sang in public a lot.
It was Depression time in the United States of America, and her father was a shoe salesman, I think, at the time, but with a wonderful voice.
He knew what it took, somehow, to make this kind of a life in music. And he cajoled and yelled and said, you know, you should do this, you should do that.
This man was strict. He was a disciplinarian with her and her voice. And she was a rebel. And he really, in my opinion, probably instilled that kind of need to do it and to do it well in her. Given her own druthers, she would have gone out and played baseball or football with the kids.
Yes, interception.
My father, he said to me, the only thing, remember, if you ever think you're getting too good for the guy sitting next to you, it's only a little piece of gristle in your throat that separates the two of you.
Strike up the music, the band has begun. The Pennsylvania Buckeyes.
My sister by then was singing, and then it became the Horne sisters. And so all of the engagements that my father had to sing now started to turn over to his daughters, and he loved that a lot. He was extremely proud of that, I know. And we had these band concerts in various locations throughout the town, and of course the main one was the public square. We were always singing. I would certainly say that I learned how to sing duets. I would say that I certainly know how to sing with another person, how to listen, how to tune up together, how to make sure instantly what the other person is doing. If somebody is suddenly singing softer or louder, being absolutely attuned to what is going on, putting on consonants at the same time, all of that kind of thing.
It's just one of those things that's something like a spark, or almost like magic, that when you hear the sound of the other voice, it's just some sort of magical blending.
it just rolled out. We were in tune with each other. And I think it's not only vocal, but I think it also is musical and expressive intention.
Nothing could be finer than to have your ham and eggs in Carolina. When the whistle's blowing, something right to the bar, then you know the Tennessee is
Not very far. Shovel all the coalin', gotta keep it rollin'. Woo, Chattanooga, there you are. There's gonna be a certain party at the station.
Wee, wee! The wheel of fortune.
When I was 11, almost 12, the family moved to Long Beach, California, and was obviously very, very different. We went into, of course, good weather. And it was certainly a golden place. That's a good word for it, the Golden State. People don't think of California so much as the Golden State anymore, but it truly, truly was.
Here you have this girl who is raised in Bradford, like a little Puritan almost. Then she gets out there where it's, well, come on, let's go swimming. Surf's up. She really is a Midwesterner who's had a patina of California put on her. And it's a very interesting mixture.
Oh my, oh my,
That's terrific. You're welcome.
Did we sing a lot down at one of the hotels on the waterfront?
Yeah, we did a duet, and then you'd do a solo, and then I would do a solo. Right?
Something
Or
like
so-
that.
yeah.
And then we'd do another
And then we'd go
duet.
back to school. We would go back to class, wouldn't we?
But the three of us were together in a cappella choir.
I sat
up
next
there.
to Gloria the first
That's
semester.
right.
She and I were sitting next to you in the alto
First
section.
alto.
Right,
Yeah.
I was in the soprano section.
Yeah.
I remember that you were always getting in trouble for talking too much.
No, nothing's changed.
Oh, please remember me when you return. You'll find me waiting here. Oh, it's so sad.
Well, this looks more like the Long Beach I knew, certainly, which is very, very different than now. Oh yes, here is the old Rainbow Pier, and then the famous Cyclone Racer, which is a great roller coaster, which was at this amusement park here called the Pike. That was one of my passions.